Okay. So this is very ancient technique. So it is mentioned in Egyptian mythology and Arabic mythology and even Atlantic. So mythology in the various mythology, very ancient civilization, ancient mythology, it is mentioned, but it is kept in secret, and it is uh, written on the stone, the precious stone, and it is kept in secret. So those who are get a blessing of the particular master, the son of the God son, he will be able to receive this technique, and he can meditate or he can practice this technique, and through this technique he can able to conquer the death and master the life. This is very ancient. It is almost, it is said, my master said, it is almost 36,000 year back. It is practiced by various ancient masters. So if you sincerely practice this technique, you will see the various benefits. We will see the different benefits, and we will see the variation are in your consciousness, and your you will see the variety of benefit. So many benefit you will get. So you will see the lot of difference in your lifestyle, your thinking ability, and your mental clarity, your intuition. So it is not only limited to anti-aging. It is behind. It leads to self-realization. It leads to immortality. So it leads to God realization. So it is not just fixed or limited for anti-aging. It is the starting benefit of this technique is for reduce the diseases, increase the health, and slow down the aging process, like this. But if you go on practice this technique, it will burn your bad karma and increase your good karma and leads to self-realization. So it is very ancient technique. So you have to trust this technique. You have to sincerely practice this technique. It is just you only one condition. You have to trust and you have to practice. Only two condition in this technique. No other techniques are mentioned in this technique. So it mainly two conditions are there. So in ancient scriptures, they mention so many points on this meditation. So So what they mention in ancient scripture, the earth is a magnet, and it has north pole and south pole. Even science also nowadays even science also agree this point. So earth is a magnet. It has north pole and south pole, and uh, the earth magnetic north and south poles go through the cycle of change known as pole reversal, which occurs on average every 2 lakhs year to 3 lakhs year. This means north pole will turn into south pole and south pole turn into north pole. Same way, our body and our cells also contains north pole and south pole, or you can say the polarity. The cell as a two polarities. So in China it is called yin and yang. In Indian tradition we call Shiva and Shakti, and in science or in this scripture it mentioned as north pole and south pole. So if you want to increase your immunity system, if you want to stay live longer, if you want immortality, we have to align our North Pole and South Pole to the North Pole and South Pole of the Earth. And you same as like Earth make pole reversal, we also do pole reversal in our life, even in our daily life. Through this pole reversal technique, we also live longer. Our all organs will rejuvenated, and we can conquer death, we can master the life. So it is, this point is understood for everyone.
Yes, Guruji, understood.
So next they mention the flower of life is, we also has a flower of life in our heart, and in the our heart of the earth, it is, there is flower of life is also there in the center core of the earth. And we also have the flower of life in our heart. We have to align this, the flower of life ourselves, and the flower of life of earth, because we are living on earth. So they said the flower of life is as thin own place of spirit and streams through the earth and giving the life to the earth and its children. Means this flower in the earth, heart of the earth, is giving life to the earth, and it gives life to the its children. Means whatever the existence, the living beings on earth, it gives life. We receive the life through this life of flower of life in the earth heart. This point is understood.
Yes, Guruji.
Means earth, we receive the energy from earth, simply understood. The we receive the energy from the core of the earth, or in scripture it is mentioned in as the heart of the earth. We receive the life through the heart life, flower of life in the earth, heart of the earth. So death approaches only because the balance is shaken. Death approaches only because one pole has been lost. Means we get we get died because only the balance between the south pole and north pole in our body is shaken, and the death only approach humans only when the one pole is lost. So earth, when earth will destroy, when the balance, the harmony between these two poles shaken, or the pole, the one pole is lost, that time earth will destroy. Same way we get destroy, means destroy means death. Death approaches to human only because balance is shaken. The harmony, a balance between this north pole and south pole of our own body, our own cells is shaken, or any one pole is lost. That time only death approach humans. Otherwise, death not approach to human. This point is understood.
Yes, Guruji, understood, Guruji.
So I taken the original script and translated to English, and I will explain to you. So it is mentioned in Arabic and Egyptian language. So we translated that scripture into English, and I am trying to explain to you. So this point is understood for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Guruji.
The secret of life. is the secret of restoring the balance of poles. Means the what is the secret of life? They says the secret of restoring the balance of the poles. The secret of if you want to live longer, if you want to divine life, long life, the secret is you have to balance the poles. Then you will experience the rejuvenation, anti-aging, immortality, everything. So secret of long life is the balancing the poles. All that exists as form and is living because of the spirit of life in its poles. Because we are, they says you are living because the spirit of life in its pole means your poles are your poles. You don't lose your poles. You have a poles, two poles. You don't lose any. Your balance, your the balance harmony is exists little bit. That's why you are leaving. That's why you are reading. That's why you are joining the meeting. If your pole, the harmony between the poles is disturbed, you will get diseases. You will get died. So they say all the exits has form means they leave. They're leaving because of spirit of life is its pole. So their poles has have a harmony in between themselves. That's why they are leaving. Otherwise, they will get destroyed. The source of spirit is drawn from the earth heart. I already mentioned before. So means the source of our spirit. You are if you want to join the any workshop, you have if you want to do anything, if you want to do any action, you need spirit. That source of spirit is drawn from earth heart, our life force energy, our spirit. That energy comes from the heart of the earth. We draw the energy from earth, mother earth. So if we receiving the revitalizing energy, revitalizing light from the earth. So if you open the door, now this door is closed. If you practice this meditation regularly, one day the door will open. You will unlock the door. So once you unlock the door, you will receive the revitalizing, rejuvenating light from the earth, and it will start burn your karma. It will start rejuvenating all your cells, all your organs, and gives peace, clarity, intuition to your mind, and give immortality means enlightenment, self-realization. This is called immortality because our existence merge with universal existence means God. That is called in Hindu called is they called moksha. In Buddhism it is called nirvana. So like that. So in Egyptian scripture they mentioned as immortality. So as we Hindus mention moksha, they mention immortality. Simply they mention immortality. So so we receive once our door is open in our body, we start receiving the rejuvenating light energy from the earth. And once your all your bad karmas vanished, this light start first this light come from as white light, and then it is converted to gold, and lastly it will convert it to green, the energy, the color of matangi, the emerald green color. So when this white color, white light converted into emerald green light, you will attain immortality. Means that all your bad karmas vanish. You are perfectly healthy, wealthy, prosperous, and you are like a living godness. Means your conscious is go on expand and it will align with the divine consciousness. So once your consciousness align with divine consciousness, you will attain immortality. You will conquer the death and master the life. So you can read heard about the Mahavatar Babaji. So they say his devotee says he lived from thousands of years. How he lived? Because he converted his body as a light. It activates that body of light. This technique, if anyone practice regularly, it will awake that body of light and it leads immortality. So you will attain immortality when the light, the rejuvenating light, convert into the green light. So and they go on say, the deep in the earth heart lies a flower. So means the flower means it is a energy. So it is not that it is physical flower is there. It is like our chain, like chakra. We can't see the physical chakras, but we can feel it. Right. If you go and meditate on your chakra, you can see in your mental eyes, in your intuition. We can feel it, we can activate it, but we can't see the physical chakras in our body. Same way, if you go and dig the earth, you don't get any flowers in the center of the earth. But is in energy level, in astral level, is there. It is the source of the spirit. It is called in the scripture as the earth heart or the flower, earth flower. Well, some scripture it is mentioned as the earth flower. Some scriptures it says the earth heart. So the life flower of life. It is also called as flower of life of earth. And they say when you perform the sleep exercise, your body generates a bubble or a field of energy that seems to alter the flow of time passing outside the outside of this bubble. Means if you go and practice this meditation, it will create the energy, invisible bubble of energy around you. So time, the time, the flow because our age is related to time. So we get age when we go when our age is increase, we start our life force energy start decreasing. As our age increase, our life force energy go and decrease, we will get age. So time is completely have a connectivity with our aging process. So it is also called cellular age. So we our a cell also has age. It has its own age, and our brain also has its age. So our age is depend connected with time. In Sanskrit, in our scripture, it is called Kala. So we worship Kala, we worship Mahakala. Because those who are worship Mahakala, they go behind Kala. In our Hindu, it is mentioned as story of Markandeya. He worshipped Lord Shiva, Mrityunjaya. He become immortal. So these are all very. We have to read our scripture very carefully, very awareness, with awareness, with conscious, with full consciously. We have to read. So then only you will understand all this because every story in our Puranas are very scientific. So we have to align our conscious with divine conscious. Then only we can understand each and every stories in our Puranas and Vedas and Upanishad. So, the time of the time, the flow of time inside this bubble. When this invisible bubble is created, the flow of time inside this bubble is slower than the flow of time outside the bubble. Means you will start living in different vibration, different frequency, different timeline. The surrounding, your surroundings living exiting in different timeline, you will living in different timeline. This point is understood. It will slow down our
Yes,
time.
Guruji. Understood,
It
Guruji.
slow down our cellular time.
Please repeat this part alone, Guruji.
So they says when you perform the sleep exercise, your body generates a bubble or a field of energy that alter the flow of time passing outside the bubble. For example, when you are uh, traveling through boat, so you will experience in all the outside is the water running fast, but you are in the boat, you will see the slow. Means the boat is moving very slowly, but water running very fast. The movement of your boat is slower than the movement of water, right? If anybody travels in the boat, they can
Yes,
experience
Guruji.
this. So when we are travel in the boat, the speed of boat is slower than the speed of water, right?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
For every
Guruji.
and it is understood for everyone.
Yes, Guruji.
If anyone not understood, please ask me. So it's like when you practice regularly this meditation, it will create invisible bubble of energy around your aura. It will slow down the flow of time. It is everything is depend on time. If you, for example, uh, in Kailas mountain, the majority of the people say it will faster the aging process. Means if living in one day in the Kailas, it equals to living in normal place in the 14 days. Like that, someone I read in any one article, they said it is means the aging process in the Mount Kailas is very fast. And in scripture it says time travel. The one limits in another dimension. In Earth, it is equal to thousands of years. For example, our 1 year, humans, the 1 year of humans, it equals to 1 day of heaven, means 1 day of devatas. Because what we call heaven or swarga is another dimension. Earth is different dimension. So their 1 day is equal to our 1 year. Okay, it is understood.
Yes, Guruji.
Means
Yes, Guruji.
different dimension has different timeline. If you are leaving, if you leave anyone live in 1 day in heaven, if he come back to earth, 1,000 years gone. Because earth has different timeline, heaven has different timeline. In scripture says the 1 day of Brahma equal to the four Chatur Yuga, Kruta Yuga, Tetra Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. The four yugas equal to 1 day of Brahma. like that. So because in Satyaloka it is different timeline. Each we mentioned in scripture mentioned so many lokas. They means they are living in different timeline. Heaven is different timeline, has different timeline. Earth has different timeline. Satyaloka is different timeline. Vaikuntha is different timeline. In Kailasa, it is no time. There is no time. It is zero time zone like that. That's why who live in that zone, that person can't die. That's why in our scripture they says Adi Anant means there is no born, there is no die. Shiva not get born, not get die, not died because there is a no time. That's the meaning of Mahakal. There is no time. Kal means time. Who kill the time is called Mahakal. So that means different wave dimension has different timeline. Same like when you practice this exercise regularly, it will create different timeline around you. The what action, whatever happening around you, it is not influence on you. It will create that kind of invisible energy bubble. The protecting layer or invisible bubbles. That you can call it energy field. It is understood now
Yes, Guruji,
Yes,
understood
Guruji.
clearly.
for everyone. Okay.
Yes.
So this technique will slow down our cellular process. Same when this bubble is created, our cellular process that will slow down. And next they say through this exercise, one create a no time zone, the no zone of time where cells are no longer locked into the flowing rate of aging time. Means so already I said, so our age related linked with time. So when you practice this exercise regularly, it will create no zone. Means our aging process will stop. Our aging process will go on slow and it is not lock or connect with the outer flowing rate of aging time. So everyone, every cells has its own aging time. So you have different aging time, I have different aging time, and someone has different aging time. So if we practice this exercise, it will slow down our aging process, our aging time. It will lock, it will stop the aging time. So they say our body go through the periods where the magnetic polarity of our cells become shaken or misaligned by through the lifestyle and diet. Means we humans shaken destroy the pose harmony between our pose through our lifestyle and our diet. So that's why the food diet is very very essential for health, for live longer, to improve immunity system and grow spiritually, for everything. Food is very very important. In Hindi, they say yata an tata man. So our mind is connected with what we eat. So our food create the mind. Our food influence our mind. So they say to live longer, to growth spiritually, to improve your immunity, you have to maintain the balance in your two poles. To maintain the harmony with with the two poles, we have to live disciplined lifestyle, and you have to practice sattvic prana. You have to eat sattvic pranic food. Then only you will stop the aging process of our cells. So, for example, I will give example lifestyle. So, hot water bath will destroy the magnetic field of our poles. So, if you can take a magnet, make it warm, and see, it will lose its magnetic power. So, same principle apply on your body. If you put more very hot water on your body, your magnetic power will get reduced. You will get diseases. So, to maintain the harmony between your two poles of your body, if possible, practice cold water butter. Means not very cold, warm, little bit warm, not very hot, not very cold. Just warm water bath is best for human body. Don't take very hot water bath, and don't take very cold water bath. Maintain, practice warm water bath, and don't eat junk foods. It will disturb the pulse in our cells. So eat more raw foods, fresh fruits, like that. Eat more sattvic foods. It is very important. So if you eat more sattvic food, more pranic food, you will live longer. And if, try to uh, be vegetarian. So because vegetarian foods has more pranic energy, and non-veg foods are there is no life in their meat. So it's better be vegetarian. It will help to your slow down your aging process. And they say, with this wisdom, one can conquer of the death and master of the life. So if you regularly practice this technique, so they said he can conquer the death, and means he can move to immortality. Means he will vanish his karma and lead to self realization and master the life. And they say, know the gateway to life is through death. Means to they say the gateway of life is through death. Means they said no life or death has no difference. They are two polarity of same phenomena. Okay, don't differentiate it. But through you want to master the life, you have to live the death consciously. Means death means not what we think. So death means it is happening in every moment. So so many thousands of cells are dying, so many millions of cells are rejuvenating themselves. Like it is continuously process. Death is not the event that happening in the end of our life. It is life and death occurring in same time. So you have to consciously leave that death. Once you leave the death, you will experience the life. They said there is no difference between life and death. They are two polarity of the same phenomena. It is a spiritual concept. When your conscious is expand, then you will experience this truth. So they said heart. is where the knowledge born and hidden. They said all the knowledge is born from our heart and all the knowledge is hidden in our heart. So all secrets are locked in our body. We have to unlock the door. So practice this exercise. Through this exercise, we can unlock the door and receive the rejuvenating light in our body and circulate all over our body and live longer. They said if you through this technique we can receive the or we can unlock the door and receive the rejuvenating energy, rejuvenating light. So through this meditation, this exercise, we can connect with our inner divinity. So if you go on practice this technique, you will feel the divinity inside. What the divinity is hidden inside you. You will feel that inner divinity of yourself. So you can connect with our inner divinity and you can enjoy the prolonged life, and this meditation expand your consciousness and significantly increase the mental clarity and mental awareness. Through this meditation, our mental clarity will increase and mental awareness is also increased. And immediate relief of pain and mild injuries which heal up faster than usual as usual. So you will get immediate relief from pains. If you have any pains, this meditation will help to relief, get relief from that pains. And this meditation will make your muscles stronger and it balance your immunity system and give clear intuition. So this meditation, this exercise gives you the increase the clarity in your intuition, and it is also increase the harmony and presence of well-being and good energy. So it increase the harmony in our cells and harmony with other humans, other living beings, and you will feel the presence of well-being and good energy. You will feel the good energy. And these techniques burn off all negative karma and dark energy in the surrounding of the exercise practice. So when you practice this exercise regularly on one same place, stays same place, it will start burn all the dark energy, all the bad karma in that surrounding. It will heal your vastu. So you will get benefit, and you will your family members also get benefit through this technique because it heals your vastu. It heals all the bad karma, dark energy of the surroundings, and it will increase your health and heal your diseases, and it is slow down your aging process. These are all some benefits of this exercise. So they also said the particular time for practice this exercise. They said during winter energy is closer to the core of our body. So that time do practice this exercise at sunset, and that you can practice this exercise at the time of sunset. And during spring the energy begins to expanding outward. So that time the in a springing time, so practice in the morning sunrise time. You can practice this exercise for sunrise. So spring is the time of the year the rejuvenating energy is peak. Means in the springtime, Vasanta Kala, that month the rejuvenating energies will come we receive that we can receive the rejuvenating energies from the earth in a high capacity, high amount. The rejuvenating energy will come from the earth in a high amount and the time of spring. So we can, if you practice this exercise on sunrise in springtime, you will get more benefit, more energy. During summer, practice this exercise on at the time of afternoon, 12 p.m., 1 p.m. like that. During fall, the energy begins to sinking inward. So during fall time, you practice this exercise in evening time, afternoon to evening. You can on that time you practice this exercise, you will get more energy from the earth. And they said best place, the best soil surface to practice this exercise on the granite, limestone, clay, and sandstone type soils, and soils has the above average potassium content, and forest and peak location like mountain. You can practice, if you practice this exercise in the peak location, you will receive more energy. If you practice this exercise in the forest, you will receive more energy. If you practice the place where the soil has have above average potassium content, you will get more energy. If you practice the on the soil of granite, limestone, clay, and sandstone, so you will get more energy. So these are all they mention. So it is all about the technique, the introduction of the technique. So if anybody has any doubt, they can ask me.
So you told about Mahadeva Babaji, the technique is anywhere related to Kriya Yoga?
No, 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 no. It
Okay.
is, it's just I give the example for better understanding. It is not related to any Kriya Yoga like that. It is completely, it is Western. It is, these techniques are mentioned in Egyptian mythology and other mythology.
How you learned it,
Eh,
sir?
eh, How?
How did you learn?
Sorry, I can't hear.
How did you
I
learn?
have a master, they teach me, I teach me. And I also do some research on this and I get when I practice I will receive more knowledge and I understand more points and I go on update the process, update the so many things. I did some research and get when I practice I received some messages and simplified the process and all the information and start when I get a intuition that teach this technique to people's normal people, it will help them. So I start teach
Nice.
this technique.
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
If anybody has any question, okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, suppose you told some particular time to do the
Suppose
meditation. So suppose if we don't get time, we can do.
no, no, you can
Hello.
practice in sunrise times, sunrise morning time is okay. If what they said, if you want more energy,
For better
if you
results,
want
we
to
have to follow.
more benefit, uh, to get more results, more energy, follow that points, the times, specific times. Otherwise, whenever you get free, morning is best, sunset is best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, from
Mr.
the
Arun,
sunrise to sunset.